And welcome in to another Moncton Mets home game. It's a new team here visiting Kiwanis Park, the Chatham Ironmen. They come in 1-3. Their most recent game for both of these teams was last Friday, where the Mets took a 3-1 win. So now it's Mike McKay, first baseman. Up batting first for the Ironmen. Justin Cormier is on the mound for the Mets. First pitch is fouled way back by McKay. And now the 1-0 from Cormier on McKay is just outside. And the even 1-1 is a bit low from Cormier. Mike McKay, so far on the season, a .385 batting average, coming in with 5 hits, 3 of those being singles and 2 of them being 2-baggers. This one is slapped over, and Martin will make the easy play going over to Vautour. And that one going to go for out number 1. So a fairly routine play for Stephen Martin. Starting off this game, it's a light grounder from McKay going over to first. And he'll make no mistake. Now 1 out gun for shortstop Chris Keating. First pitch he'll look at for a strike. And that's 2 for 2 with Vautour starting his guys off with strikes. This one's a bit down low for ball 1. Keating so far in the year, 214. Batting average, has 3 hits in 14 total at-bats, all of them being singles. 1-1, top of the first, 1 out. This one's chopped. Running in on it quickly is Smith, bringing it in, tosses over to first, and he's going to get him by a step. A beautiful toss from Brian Smith, who's playing third this evening. On a bit of a chopped ball from Chris Keating. Now that brings up the bat of Jeff Watkin. Hasn't had too many plate appearances so far in the season. Has 4 at-bats, and in one of them, he copped a double. And as always, catching this evening. Batting right-handed, the deal from Cormier. This one smacked hard into left field, and that one's going to get down for a base hit, fielded by Van Putten. As Watkin will stroll into first with a single. So Jeff Watkin gets the 2-out single. And now Jake Cook strolls in. Batting average of .333 reoccurring. With 6 at-bats and 2 singles. And both of those hits got him into home eventually with 2 runs. This one from Cormier is a ball just outside. And speaking about Cormier, has had one start so far. That was the last game versus the St. John Alpines, where he went 5 innings and gave up three runs, 2 of them being earned. And the 2-0 was sent up high and left. And will now bring up a 3-0 count as Watkin waits patiently at first. And the dangerous left-handed batter Cook, the deal, and is upstairs for ball 4. We'll have a little trot down to first as there's now runners on first and second for Logan Walsh. First pitch to Walsh is a swing and a miss. Walsh so far this season, 13 at-bats, 2 hits, and a run for the Ironmen. This one's going to curve just outside. It looked like it may have had a chance to hit that top corner. So again, runners on first and second after 2 straight outs. 2 players have managed to get on. That one's going to go back right behind us. Payoff pitch from Cormier. It's hit right to short. Buckle makes the play. We'll turn it over to Martin, and this one's going to end the inning. Another nice play from the infield. This time it's Buckle deciding not to go to first and performs a 6-4 double play. Almost hits the ump, goes right in between his legs. And now to the bottom of the first we go. No runs for the Ironmen in the top of the first. And a quick mound meeting as Nick Leggett starts on the mound for the Ironmen. 5 2/3 pitch so far this year in 1 start. Gave up 3 runs in that appearance. And now it's Justin Cormier that moves in, the speed threat, who often and almost always leads off for the Mets. And there's a first pitch strike. Got Cormier looking. 150 batting average for him so far with 3 singles so far in the year. This one's going to be hit high center field. Giving chase on it is Goss, and he'll find his way under it for out number 1. So Cormier flies out to Goss. And now that brings up Declan Buckle. Hasn't appeared in too many games so far. Has appeared in 3 with 4 at-bats, most of them pinch hitting, and has gone 1 double so far this year. There, he's going to look at one just outside there for ball 1. Deal from Leggett. Debated swing, but that one's going to catch the corner of the zone. Now making it 1-2 for the shortstop. Another quick deal. This one outside. Buckle wanted to go. Another deal from Leggett. Buckle hits this one over to right field. Bear's not going to get on it, and there he goes in, strolling to first base. Declan Buckle will get it started for the Mets. Hits this one just over the head of Molson and in the left field. And now it's the all-dangerous lefty, Serge Vautour, stepping in with a runner on, wants to go yard. Let's send this one high and just over our heads. Serge Vautour so far in the year has had 15 at-bats, just under 5 hits, one of them being a slam in his first at-bat at home, and this one's hit hard over to the left past Molson, and we'll get into the outfield for 2 singles now in a row. And Serge Vautour is all about hard hit balls. And right there, this one's a liner straight into the outfield. And there he is. And here comes his brother, Luke Vautour, stepping up. And it appears to run in the Vautours. Just last game, Luke Vautour, he also got a homer in Chatham. There's a first pitch strike. So Luke Vautour playing right field. Olsen approaches second with speed. This one a wild pitch. Buckle's going to go to third. There's going to be no throw. And Buckle will move in on the wild pitch. And now runners on the corners. A 1-1 count with 1 out with Luke Vautour up at the plate. Another pitch from Leggett. This one foul tipped by Vautour. If it's anything like last game, right after a foul tip, Vautour likes to go yard. In 5 games, has 1 hit, and that 1 hit was the slam. Here's Leggett again. A foul ball just left of third base. Vautour's now going to have to return over to first. Quick pickoff attempt to Vautour. At first, he'll stroll in there safely. Another one, this one way closer. Vautour having to get dirty. But same result as he gets there safely. We'll try it again. The 1-2 to Luke Vautour at the plate. Hits this one right into center, and there's gonna drive in an RBI. Goss will throw it in over to Keating. And the Mets have gone on the board in the first inning. So 3 straight hits from the Mets will get them up in the lead, and there's the man who just recently got the RBI. The runners on first and second for Van Putten. Van Putten has been a huge threat at the plate, getting a hit 1/3 of the time. Throw right down on the stolen base, and he's going to be in there safely. Serge Vautour now shows off the speed. Will make it into first. Moncton had tried to fire that one over to Walsh in time. But Vautour prevails as he just gets in there safely. So Van Putten with 2 runs, 3 singles in 9 at-bats so far. And this one hit just over the head of Molson, and another run comes in for the Mets. Now it's 4 singles in a row, and Serge Vautour is in. Luke Vautour advances to second. So Brian Smith in. We'll take a look at ball 1. That one down low. Smith, so far this year, he gets hits a lot. Has 5 hits in 14 at-bats. 2 balls, no strikes. This one popped high in the air, chasing on it McKay, and he'll make the snag for a pop-out to the first baseman.
Center fielder, number 6, Sean Bartley.
Now it's Bartley's first crack at it. That one's a perfect pitch that'll slide right in there for strike 1. Another one from Leggett that's just outside. So far, 4 hits in the first inning. And here's the 1-1 from Leggett that's just high. Diving back into first base is Van Putten. So the 2-1 to the center fielder. This one a swinging strike. Moncton unable to pick that one up. So far, it's been Buckle and Serge Vautour that have scored. This one down low, and will now get the count full with 2 outs. Luke Vautour at second and Van Putten at first. They will be running. And here's the 3-2 is outside for ball 4. And that one will now load the bases as Bartley will step into first base. So now a little mound meeting. As Nick LeBlanc will step into the batter's box. Catcher playing in his first game. His first full game, has had 2 appearances at pinch hitting and has struck out both of those times.
The catcher, number 3, Nick LeBlanc.
Now look, Nick LeBlanc, 2 outs and the bases juiced. He swings at the first pitch, popped up high, waiting on it is Keating, running in, and he'll make the catch, and that will get the Ironmen out of some trouble. In the first inning, it's 2-0 Mets after 1 full inning.
In the bottom of the first, 2 runs on 4 hits. There were no errors and 3 men left after 1 complete. That's 2. Chatham, no score. And we have a prize compliments of NBSBL Barbershop, the official barber of the Moncton Mets. The program number 111. 111. Claim your prize. The Mets game day off.
The Moncton Dixie-Lee Mets would like to thank the following sponsors for their support. Les Dixie-Lee Mets de Moncton aimerions remercier les commanditaires suivants. Skipper Tax Restaurant, Cancel Printing, and Acadia Toyota.
I'm working in the morning. I'll work in the morning. Okay. Good.
Designated hitter, number 26, Julio Hernandez.
And now the top of the second comes our way. It's Julio Hernandez, shows bunt, but will take a strike. So Hernandez playing DH today, but also a pitcher. In the last game, he pitched all 7 innings. A complete game, allowing 3 runs, but his team could not get the offense going in that one. So took his first loss of the game. And he'll lead off, top of the second here, taking another strike. Following him this inning will be second baseman Charlie Molson and Tyrell Laver in the 3-hole spot. 1-2 from Cormier on the mound. And it's in there for a strike 3 swinging. And Cormier making the light work of Hernandez and will get the first out of the inning. Now 1 out for Charlie Molson. Going 0 for 3 in Friday's contest versus the Mets. And playing the second base role today, pitch from Cormier will be popped high and foul. And we'd like to acknowledge currently over 70 following us live here on a rescheduled game that was supposed to be yesterday afternoon, now turned into tonight. And there's Mollison sending it into left field, where it will be fielded by Van Pudden. And Mollison will get his team's second hit of the game as he strolls on in over to first. And pushed it a little bit into left field, but ends up getting a perfect landing spot. And will now give right fielder Hebert a runner on base here with one out. Tries to unload on the first pitch, gets them swinging. So Hebert on the season, only 3 at-bats, but 1 hit, and came in to score on that 1 hit, as that 1 hit was a solo shot. So Hebert with a .333 batting average has 1 and 1 only home run to his name. And there goes a stolen base attempt, ground ball, firing from third is Smith. And they'll get Hebert at first, but Mollison will play that one perfectly, avoiding the double play.
The center fielder, number 33.
Now 2 outs. For a runner on second. And it's the center fielder in the 9-hole spot, Zach Goss. The left-handed batter. This one's going to go just over the head of Buckle and in. And Molson's going to be waved home. A play at the plate. He's in there way in time. So Mollison will get the Ironmen's first run of the game. Batted in from Goss, who again pushed one into left field. And will now be up to the top of the order for Mike McKay, who grounded out second base in his first at-bat and then gets hit on the first pitch from a curveball from Cormier. As he'll now move on into first.
So need I say, are you a Jays fan?
Shortstop, number 8, Chris Keating.
Well, you have to be, eh? Show them where you're going.
Now it's Chris Keating that steps in. He started off with a ground out to the third baseman, Brian Smith, and there's a wild pitch, and we got some runners advancing. Now 2 runners in scoring position for Chris Keating here in this one. Went 0 for 3 in Friday's contest, and there we go. He's going to drive in 1, maybe 2. Another play at the plate. There's a errant throw from Luke Vautour in right field, and Keating will now go to second, and the Ironmen will take the lead here in the top of the third. So with 2 outs in the inning, they'll rally back and get 3 runs. After a hit by pitch and a wild pitch that brought 2 into scoring position, Keating will make 0 mistakes, pound one into right field, where Luke Voturo is off with his throw. And Jeff Watkin, 1 for 1 so far, singled in the first inning, made it to second, but could progress no further. Deal from Cormier is just inside. That'll go to 1-1. Another one from Cormier that just slides outside the zone. Watkin now ahead in the count, 2-1. Started off with a strikeout to Hernandez and a single from Molson and a ground out from a Bear. And it looked like the inning was near its end. So the Ironmen managed to rally in a couple base hits. Now the 2-2 to Watkin. He'll foul this one back into the Kiwanis Park parking lot. We'll give it another go at the 2-2. Over to Watkin, this one high. So now a full count with 2 outs. And Keating, who waits at second in scoring position. Full count pitch from Cormier. A little check swing from Watkin. Broke his bat. Or it looked like this one just stung in the arms as it tipped off the very end of his bat. Again, another full count try. This one's going to be in there for strike 3. Cormier will ring up Watkin to end the inning, but the Ironmen do their damage as they take 3 runs and take the lead here in the top of the second. Bottom of the second, Mets will get their chance to strike back. Due up is Martin, Cormier, and Buckle. Stick around.
3 for 5, or 7 for 10. 50-50 draw will take place before the Mets hit in the 6th inning. baseman, number 12, Stephen Martin.
Stephen Martin now leads off the bottom of the second. Has got a hit in 3 of his 9 at-bats. Hesitated to bunt there for a second, but notices it's way high for ball 1. This one in there for a strike. Now brings up 1-1. And Keating not wasting any time. We'll put one out for a ball 2. Another one from Keating. Ground ball from Martin over to Molson. That's taken by McKay, rather, as he steps on to first. We'll go for a 3 unassisted. And the order will now flip up to the top. And we'll bring up Justin Cormier, who flew out to center field in his first at-bat. The ball low in the dirt. Cormier gets started off with the ball. Keating again wasting no time. And Cormier again will smack this one high into center field, but Goss will come under this one again. That's 2 flyouts to center field so far for Justin Cormier. And that's 2 at-bats where Cormier makes some good contact with the ball, but sends it right to Goss, who waits patiently in center field.
Shortstop, number 2, Declan Buckle.
And Declan Buckle now in. Singled and scored in his first at-bat. He brought in the Mets' first run of the game. After the quick 1-0 from Keating, there's one that ends up in the zone, now 1-1. This one popped high and will go back foul. Keating to Buckle on the 1-2. This one inside. Got decently close to hitting him. This one down low. This one gets a bit inside, but Buckle will fight it off for a full count. 2 outs, no one on base. Full count, Keating, ground ball, Buckle right to the mound, and Leggett's gonna step his way and toss it over to McKay. And what a sharp reaction from that man right there, Nick Leggett. Right off the ground ball. This one's hit hard by Buckle. Just one hop and right into the glove of Leggett. That's a 3-up, 3-down inning. We'll flip to the top of the third. It's Cook, Walsh, Hernandez on the do-up.
Jake Cook.
Now it's Jake Cook. He'll lead off. Top of the third. So far today, still hasn't had an official at bat. One plate appearance where he took a free pass over to first base. First pitch, third inning from Cormier. It's in there for strike one. Justin Cormier, so far this game, a high percentage of starting batters off with that first strike and just getting herself ahead in the count. Very key in close games like this. There's a ball. Cook very much wanted to take a hack at that one. Another try from Cormier, and it's in there for strike two. This one slapped hard, foul by Cook. And 1-2 to Cook from Cormier, and it slapped hard. This one's going to go to Stefan Martin. Bobbles it a bit, but will end up tossing it over to Vautour. So Cook will be sat down with a little ground out to second. This one shot right to Cormier. He'll give a little toss over to Vautour. And what a hot shot. Walsh even chuckling a little bit at that one.
The designated hitter, number 26, Julio Hernandez.
And right to Cormier off the hop. Now we'll be without our scoreboard for a little bit, but there's 2 outs in the top of the third. No men on base, and there's an 0-1 start to Julio Hernandez, who struck out in his first at bat. One of only 2 strikeouts so far this game against the Ironmen. This one hit high, but will go foul. Just missing the Ironman bullpen. So now it's an 0-2 count for Hernandez. And strike 3 from Cormier, a little high in the zone, but a perfect pitch that gets Hernandez swinging for the second inning in a row. 3 up, 3 down, going back to the bottom of the third. Serge Vautour, Luke Vautour, Van Putten, the do-up for the Mets.
goes to program number 121. Claim your prize at the men's game day off. First baseman number 16, Serge Couture. Number 45, Luke Odor.
Unbelievably good. And a great pitcher, you know? So if you were to assess Yogi or, say, Carlton Fisk, the captain of the Yankees, nobody was killed at a plate. He was another great. Oh, all right, hit those three. Yogi, Carlton Fisk, and Moncton. Is there one of those three that you would say, he's my guy?
And after a line out by Serge Votor, Luke Votor sent on high, deep, going back to the wall is Goss, and he's gonna barely make the catch for out 2. That one was a massively hit ball. That one looked to just have enough. Luke Votor almost homering 2 games in a row. So Van Putten comes up now with 2 out, no man on. Van Putten so far 1 single, ground ball to Walsh. He'll turn and fire to first for a quick 3-up, 3-down inning. We'll now go back to the Ironmen, Molson, the Bear, and Goss. Coming up.
No hits, no errors, and no one left after 3 complete. Chatham 3, the Mets 2.
Okay, so the Sox obviously won the World Series, right? Pittsburgh. Well, wait a second. The guy who hit the home run.
Second baseman number 41, Charlie Moncton.
Now Charlie Molson steps up for the Ironmen. It's the top of the 4th inning right now. The Ironmen are up 3-2 in what has been a well-fought game. 4 hits apiece. There's a first pitch strike from Cormier.
Oh, you got
Molson singled and scored in his first at bat. There's a swing and a miss for an 0-2 count now in favor of Cormier. The 0-2 hit hard to Vautour. Vautour scoops, will run to first and will get the out with an unassisted put out here in this one. Tyrell LeBert grounded out to third base in his first at-bat. First pitch from Cormier is a beautiful pitch that slides just outside the zone that gets LeBert swinging for an 0-1 count. And this one's right down the middle for strike two. Another 0-2 count. This time it's to the right fielder, Tyrell LeBert. This one's going to be down low for ball one. Ground ball. It's a chopper. Buckle moving in on it, throwing it to Vautour, and they're going to get him. Ground out to third in his first at bat, then gets a ground out to short. Now 2 outs for the Ironmen, top of the fourth inning. With Zach Goss, the center fielder, has gone pitcher Cormier a flyout at center field twice so far this game, and he is winning the battle against Cormier in the batter's box with a single and a run scored in the second inning. And this one's a hefty swing and strike. Now moves the count over to 1-1. With the ball outside. Now a 2-1 count in favor of Goss. And another one that's 3-1. Now first center fielder Zach Goss. Pitch from Cormier, that's fouled off by Goss. Now will be a full count. .62 pitches now on the pitch count for Cormier. Full count, 2 outs. Foul ball again from Goss. That will go to the backstop. Another try to full count. This one's smacked over. Vautour bobbles it a little bit, but he'll slide on into first and get another unassisted put out for another 3-up, 3-down inning. I believe that's 4 in a row now.
After 3.5, Chatham 3, Glen's 2. It's now time for the Dixie Lee hit inning, thanks to Dixie Lee Family Restaurant, 1180 Mountain
So
Road.
bottom of the fourth, Smith, Bartley, LeBlanc coming up for the Mets. 3-2, Ironmen lead.
A double $20, a triple $30, and a home run wins a $50 gift certificate. Third baseman number 25, Brian Smith. Brian's batting for program number 117.
Patience is a virtue.
And a first pitch swinging high from Smith and caught in center field by Goss for a quick first pitch swinging fly out.
Center fielder number 6, Sean Bartley. Sean's batting for program number 127.
Now Bartley comes up and watches one strike and one ball go by. 1-1. Keating. This one hit high, going a bit deep from Bartley. Racing on it, a bear will make the snag. Out in left field. Right field, excuse me. Now a quick 2 outs for the Mets as this game rolls along.
Catcher number 3, Nick LeBlanc. He's batting for program number 144.
Now Nick LeBlanc comes up with 2 outs. Will foul one back off the pole for 0-1. One from LeBlanc. And this one in there for strike 2. Oh, and 2 from Keating. This one in there, strike 3. Another 3 up, 3 down inning. And now to the top of the 5th.
In the bottom of the 4th, no runs, no hits, no errors.
And a pitching duel these last couple innings. There's Chris Keating. Strikeout looking on LeBlanc.
In the 6th inning.
So it's to the top of the lineup for the Ironmen. McKay, Keating, Watkins.